Absolutely. Here's a 500-word story that weaves together why many seniors experience a shorter lifespan after 80, and 5 pieces of wisdom for those who hope to live beyond 100. The secret of the last sunrise. At 102, Evelyn sat on her wooden porch, wrapped in her favorite shawl, watching the sunrise just as she had for decades. Her hands, though veined and weathered, still held the strength of purpose. The neighbors called her the Oak, not just for her age, but for the quiet wisdom that seemed rooted in her. Years ago, Evelyn had buried many of her friends. Most had passed away soon after their 80s. It's not just the body, she often told her grandson Leo. It's the spirit that grows tired. She'd seen it too many times. After 80, many seniors face not only aging organs, but loneliness, isolation, and a loss of purpose. Without strong relationships, mental stimulation, or reason to rise each day, even the heart seemed to slow down. But Evelyn had outlived them all. When Leo asked her the secret, she leaned in and smiled. It's not one thing, darling. It's 5. 1. Keep moving. Don't stop, she said. Not your legs, not your thoughts. I walked every day, even if just to the mailbox. Your body craves motion like a river. The day you stop moving is the day you begin to fade. 2. Stay curious. Evelyn read books on physics well into her 90s. If your brain thinks it's still needed, it fights to stay sharp, she explained. I never stopped learning, never stopped asking why. 3. Eat real food. Nothing from a box, she'd say. The earth gives you what you need. Vegetables, whole grains, clean water. I've eaten the same breakfast for 60 years. Oats, nuts, berries. Simple, but alive. 4. Love someone. Doesn't matter who. A pet, a plant, a person. But you must give your heart to something. When your heart has a reason, it beats longer. 5. Forgive quickly. Anger makes you old faster than time, she whispered. I lost my brother to a grudge. We didn't speak for 20 years. I forgave him the day he died, but I wish I'd done it sooner. As the sun climbed higher, Evelyn handed Leo her old journal. Write your own version of this, she said. Don't wait until you're 80 to start living right. Leo didn't fully understand it then, but years later, when Evelyn was gone and he was walking each morning with his daughter, he began to. The secret to a long life, he realized, wasn't just about medicine or genetics. It was about motion, purpose, love, and peace. Not everyone could live past 100, but anyone could live well. And that was the real goal. Would you like to turn a short excerpt of this into a voiceover? If so, just pick a 2-sentence section and let me know which voice you'd like to use. Alloy, echo, fable, onyx, nova, shimmer. Let me know. Of course. Here's a continuation of the story. Another 500-word paragraph that builds on Evelyn's legacy and explores how her wisdom shapes the next generation. Years passed after Evelyn's death, but her presence never truly left Leo. He kept her journal on his nightstand, its pages worn and filled with her thoughts, quotes, and reflections. Every so often, he would open it at random and find something that spoke directly to what he was facing. In the noisy rush of middle age, where work and obligations blurred the days, Evelyn's words were a grounding force. He started sharing her wisdom with his own children, weaving her principles into their bedtime stories, morning routines, and kitchen conversations. One Sunday morning, while making oatmeal with his teenage daughter Mia, she asked, "Dad, do you think we'll live as long as great-grandma Evelyn?" He smiled and stirred the pot. "I think if we live like her, we'll live better. Maybe longer too." That sparked something in Mia. She began running with him in the mornings, just short jogs through the neighborhood. She helped plant a garden in their backyard, something Evelyn had always said connected you to the rhythm of life. Together, they started a blog called Evelyn's Five, sharing small daily reminders of health, gratitude, movement, learning, and love. The blog caught on. Strangers began writing in, saying how a single post made them call an estranged sibling, take their first walk in years, or start a gratitude journal. What began as a way to remember Evelyn became a ripple effect of change across hundreds of lives. One man from Sweden wrote that he read Evelyn's Five to his mother in hospice every night, and it helped her die with peace. Another woman in her 70s said she'd been depressed and isolated, but found comfort in Evelyn's simple message. Keep moving. Stay curious. Eat real food. Love someone and forgive quickly. Leo was amazed. Evelyn had never sought fame, yet her life, lived quietly and intentionally, had outlasted her in impact. As he watched Mia give a speech at her high school, quoting Evelyn and calling for a return to life that feels real and slow, Leo felt the same sense of wonder he used to feel as a boy listening to his grandmother on that porch. Evelyn may have passed, but her story was still being told. Not in books or movies, but in the everyday decisions of those who heard it. That was legacy, he realized. Not buildings or money or even names on plaques. Legacy was how your life helped others live theirs better. And Evelyn had done just that. Quietly, steadily, like the sun rising each day without asking for applause. As Leo stood in the back of that auditorium, surrounded by young faces lit with hope, he whispered a silent thank you to the woman who had taught him, and now taught so many others how to truly live. Let me know if you'd like to turn any part of this into an AI-generated voiceover. Just pick a 2-sentence excerpt and a voice from this list. Alloy, Echo, Fable, Onyx, Nova, Shimmer. Happy to help.